going on, guys? Um, I had a request to make another video like this. You guys liked when I was actually in front of the camera holding a snake. So thought I'd make another one. This video, I'm going to try to make it short as possible because it's a long subject, but I get asked all the time, you know, how long will it take for my snake to get so and so big, 5 feet, 8 feet, whatever. And that's not an easy question. Um, so first of all, these are my opinions and things I've learned over the years, things I've read. So if you have other ways, comment them. But again, my opinions. You don't follow them. If you have your own ways, say if you don't like what I have to say, then yeah, don't do them. But there's three main things that affect how big your snake is going to get. Number three, I would say, is temperature. If your snake is in a warmer environment, it's going to get bigger. They'll be hungrier. They'll digest their food faster. So warm environment equals bigger snake. Number two would be the genetics. If both parents were big, chances are the snake is going to get probably just as big. Same thing, vice versa. Small parent, small snake. Number one factor, though, and everybody would agree, is how you feed the snake. Smaller food items less often is going to result in a smaller snake. If you pump them up, feed them 2 rats a week, or you're giving them huge food items, they're going to compensate for that, and it's going to turn into size. This girl is a 2011 by Junglo. She's in the shed, so she's looking very dull. But this girl takes a large rat once a week, and if you look at my last video I did, Penny, my Arabesque Sunglow, same age, but less than half this size and super tiny. That's because she doesn't like to eat. For a long time, she only took mice. And even now, every now and then, she gets real picky about what kind of, some weeks she'll take a rat, some weeks she won't. It all depends. Now, some people want a huge snake, others want to keep them small. My advice, if you want a snake to be as big as possible and not be unhealthy, give them a food item that's pretty wide compared to their body. You gotta remember that in the wild, they're opportunistic hunters. They're not, they're not going to eat a small rat, and if something walks by 2 days later, they're going to leave it alone. They're going to eat whenever they see food. But also, they'll eat giant food items, and then they won't eat for months at a time, even sometimes a year. So don't be afraid. They can handle big food items. Just don't pump them up. If you feed your snake a 2-pound rabbit, and then the next week you try to feed them again, and you keep doing that, they're going to get very fat, very bloated. Even right now, I'm probably not going to feed this girl until she poops, because I can feel she has stuff in there. It's just not healthy. I let them clear out first, and that seems to be a pretty good method with a lot of people I know. They get big, impressive snakes that aren't round and out of shape. So you can see she has some pretty good size on her. Again, this is the 2011. I should pull out my other 2011 just to show you guys the size difference. Again, this girl takes large rats once a week. She's actually going to get bumped up to small rabbits in pretty soon. That's how I got my other snakes that big. It's another thing. Rabbits. if you get your snakes on them as soon as possible, they will get massive. My Suriname Bella and my Pastel Salmon Sally have been on rabbits since they were 2 going on 3. I started with smalls, worked my way up to medium, and they're massive. Bella's probably pushing 9 feet, pretty heavy, and same goes for Sally. So yeah, that's how I do it. On the same token, if you feed your snake every 2 weeks or any kind of smaller diet, they're not going to get as big, obviously. So, and also, females get bigger than males. That's another thing. Sex has to do with it. But yeah, in general, those are the 3 things that relate to how big your snake is going to get: temperature, genetics, and the feeding schedule. I mean, that's basically it. I don't want to make this video super long because this subject can be dragged out. But I know nobody wants to sit through a 10-minute video. You can kind of see how thick she is there. Again, this is my laptop, so the quality isn't as good. But so this is her. I'm going to pull out my other 2011 just to show you guys the size difference. If I can get her off. So this is a 2011 who doesn't like to eat. You can see much, much smaller. I mean, she's healthy weight, but just much smaller. Nothing's wrong with it. If it's a pet, breeding wise, it can be a problem. She's very tiny, so if she ever even does get up to breeding size, she's gonna have some tiny litters. But still a beautiful snake. Again, this is a Arabesque Sunglow. My other one that I just had out, Lily, is a Junglow, a Sunglow Jungle. One of my favorite morphs, in my opinion. But yeah, this guy just shows you what feeding does, at least. So yeah, that's about it. Hope that helped. If you guys have any more questions or any more video requests, comment, message me here, message me on Facebook, and I'll get that to you guys. So hope you enjoyed.